Man, that's some Stonebreed live here in the studio, LA Rocks. I'm sitting here with Carlos, Judgment Day. Man, it just sounds great. I'm so happy with this new CD. It really is really professionally done. Where'd you get it done at?
You know, we recorded at Android Audio in Granada Hills, and my buddy's got a studio up there, and his name's Andrew Haler, and he's the producer. Had it mixed by him as well, and we produced it with him, and then we had it mastered by Mayor Applebaum, a good friend of ours that does a bunch of stuff.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
It sounds absolutely great. You know, you and I are both medical patients.
Yeah.
As far as medical marijuana.
Absolutely.
Both of us are.
Pro hemp.
And, you know, just recently, Oregon and Washington both voted to legalize. Colorado. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Colorado and Washington.
Is it a coincidence we're trying to book shows right there in Colorado and Washington right now?
Yeah. Who could blame you? Who could blame you? You know, there's people in the tourism industry already.
Yeah, right.
Already in Colorado thinking skiing, you know, warm fire, hot cocoa.
I think it's a great thing because that's just going to open doors for the rest of the states. I mean, once one or two states has the balls enough to get up and do something like that, the rest it's going to happen.
I think politicians were worried for the longest time that it would be death to their campaigns if they got behind it, and now I think there are people that are realizing that I don't know if there's so much pro hemp or pro marijuana as they're tired of paying the bills on locking people up that they're not really afraid of.
And, you know, the main issue is they should be tired of not getting any of that revenue that they could be getting. I mean, you know.
That should be a big part of it.
Yeah.
It should be a big part of it, especially at a time where the country is really – many cities and municipalities can't afford to keep fire departments at full staff right now.
Oh, yeah. Schools are cutting back on everything. You know, I mean, how are you going to cut your education from your children? I mean, come on, we got to do something, man.
And that's the excuse that everybody uses on why we're supposed to close these places down. You know, and is it another phone call? Yeah. Do we have another phone call?
Right.
Let's go live. Let's see who's calling now. Who can it be calling? You're out live, LA Rocks. Who's this?
Time where the country is really many cities and municipalities can't afford to keep fire departments.
You'll have to turn your radio down.
Back on everything. How are you going to cut your education from your children?
Hello. Can you hear us? You're on the air.
The excuse that everybody.
Hello, Carlos. This is Sherry. Sherry, baby.
Sherry, baby. All right. We do got some partiers out there listening. All right. Good to hear you. We got some partiers going on out here.
Santa Clarita.
Sherry, baby, calling from Santa Clarita, California.
Man, we love it. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah. She's one of our very good friends. Came out to the whiskey and party with us Friday night.
Nice. And are you headed down to Corona?
How you doing, bro?
That's say hi to Red, Sherry.
Hi, Red. How are you?
Hi, it's nice to talk to you. Are you going down to Corona to see them with Lita Ford?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
You can't miss that show.
Party.
Just seen them at the Whiskey a Go-Go, and boy, did they ever kick some booty on stage.
That's what I heard. I wasn't there, but I sure wish I had been.
You so missed out. That was some rockin' show.
We're going to kidnap him and bring him down to Lita Ford this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to come with him. I'm coming with him with the Lita Ford thing, and I'll have an opportunity to meet you. What'd you say your name was? Sherry?
Sherry Baby.
Yeah,
Sherry Baby.
Sherry Baby.
Yeah,
My mom named you after that wonderful song.
Yes, indeed. Indeedy do. Sherry Baby, we thank you for calling in and talking with Carlos Cruz of Stonebreed. And we hope that you call in some other time and talk to us again.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Bye, Sherry Baby.
Nice
Bye, Sherry Baby.
Right, bye.
So,
Meanwhile, in Colorado,
they're rolling up they're rolling up hooters and doobies right now. No, it's been medicine for 5,000 years. Mm-hmm. It has only been outlawed in this country since the late 30s.
Right. There
was a 90-second debate on the floor when they decided that they were going to outlaw this. And they outlawed hemp. They were worried about marijuana. That's ridiculous. Has been in one of the most ridiculous changes they've made in Congress over a 90-second debate that they've ever made. And I think that the public is finally realizing that there are great values. Now, not just to the marijuana. If you set that aside completely, the whole hemp thing, food, fuel, and fiber. It's just something that we needed to get behind a long time ago, and I'm so glad that Washington and Colorado have gotten behind it. And now if you're interested in booking Stonebreed there,
we're available.
They're very, very interested
and available
in that Seattle area now.
Denver.
Yeah, Denver's fine. Yeah, exactly. So the Mile High City.
Now they're really the Mile High City now.
That's what I'm figuring, is that things are going to change there. You know what we're going to do? We're gonna play another song. Tell me about this other song.
Well, like I said, we like to party. We like to drink a little bit. And we drink whiskey and stuff. And I mean, that's just I had a dream one night, that I was in the woods and I came upon this well, and down in the well, I brought the bucket up and it had nothing but whiskey in it. So I wrote a song called "Whiskey Well."
That's a good song. That's a heck of a vision.
That's what it's about.
That's a heck of a vision there. We're going to do Whiskey Well. This is LA Rocks. I'm Redbeard. Melissa, cue that thing up for us.
Yeah.
I see. Now that's a hard hitting whiskey kind of drinking song right there.
Yeah, let's do a shot, man.
That's kind of now. If they'd have just seen us before, two old men smoking a bowl outside.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Oh, that's funny. Hey, over today's show, we've had people calling in, and we've had people texting you, and let's talk about the fans for a minute. It's really hard to get a band off the ground in LA as it is right now. We were just talking off the air a minute ago that after your first 10 friends come to see you a time or two, they don't want to pay to go to Hollywood and pay $15, and it's hard to get people to come see you. You guys are a really talented band, and you've got really great. How do you keep them? How do you keep them interested, and how do you keep them calling? And
we just smoke a lot of weed with them after the show.
Oh, dude, that'll do it.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, it's funny, just constant word of mouth. I mean, Facebook is an incredible tool that we have used to get our music out to the masses,
right.
And we. Every day we get hits from people from all around the world that are tuning in and stuff like that. But, as far as locally trying to keep following and keep people going, obviously, instead of going and playing the local bar, and doing 45-minute sets, we'd rather go open for Lita Ford or UFO or somebody. So we use that opportunity to get ourselves in front of their crowd.
Right.
And then hopefully, we get a couple fans from there. But to keep our crowd, then we just keep advertising, keep promoting, keep letting them know when we're playing, where we're playing.
And these warehouse gigs, you guys, sometimes everybody just bands get together
just
have a barbecue
and have fun, and it's a community. Really, it's a rock and roll community.
Well, the good thing is that you're not just playing the Lita Fords and the Whiskeys and the Roxys. You're playing places that people really can get to.
Oh, yeah. We're our very first show ever was at Palladino's in the Valley.
I see that. Palladino's.
And we're getting ready to play there again.
You're going back.
28th, and that's where it all started for us.
December 28th?
December 28th.
Now, you know that's after the 21st. That's the Mayan calendar says that you will not be
I'm not worried about that, and ask me why.
Carlos, tell me why you're not worried about the Mayan calendar.
When the Mayan calendar was first made, they had no idea that somewhere along the line somebody would invent the leap year. So in reality, the leap year was already put into effect. So the Mayan calendar that day has already came and passed.
Ask me why I don't believe it.
Why don't you believe it?
I don't believe it because when the Mayans did that calendar, they didn't know that you were fucking booked at Palladino's.
I know, dude. And then
the 28th.
Right. They didn't know who December calendar girl of the month was either.
If they'd have known that, it would have ended at the 29th.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think everything is good. I think they made a mistake by a couple of days.
Well, I texted them in Facebook. And
they're on Facebook now.
Yeah, they got a Facebook page.
OG Mayan. Look for it on Facebook.
Can you guys back that up to the 29th?
Could you make a slight change in that Mayan calendar?
Yeah.
We're at Palladino's.
But yeah, we're going back to Palladino's.
I think I'm going to come over and see you at Palladino's because I love. It's close. It's in the valley. It sounds good, and you can park and it's close for me. I live in the valley.
Yeah, and there's not much rock and roll in the valley anymore. Hardly.
No,
Harper's was a great place. We'd love playing there. Unfortunately, it shut down. But since they shut down, it's really hard to just find any place in the valley.
I see Rob Harper every now and then.
Love that guy.
And
man.
me
Super
too.
Cool guy.
Me too. And I talk to him, and we, he's trying to get things off the ground all the time. He's got his heart and soul in rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
And man, we did that great the Money for Japan thing there. And I'll tell you that all-star event that was over there, you couldn't have paid. You couldn't have bought tickets. There wasn't a price you could have put on those tickets. Right. and it was all for a good cause to raise money for the
and all the
tsunami victims.
rockers that showed up. We played there, and he'd have like Vinny Appice from Black Sabbath would be there, and Rex Brown from Pantera would show up, and I mean Carlos Cruz from Rat would get up on stage and jam with
Teddy
us,
Zigzag would be on the
just all kind of
Simon Wright ready to throw down on drums for him. Terry from Great White ready to sing with his bass player.
It's like the Rainbow of the Valley.
It's amazing. It's just amazing the amount of talent that used to show up there. And you know what it is? It's all the guys that are somebody or playing in bands that have actually made it or have. They love to come out and jam.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a cool place. It was right there on Reseda. They could come right over the hill quick like. And it was really convenient for them. And we sure need another club like that out there again. That's for sure. Because Harper's was the good club. And there was pizza there,
Yeah.
And that's the first place I saw Jimmy Bain.
Oh, cool.
That's the first place I saw him light up on stage right after he'd been told not to.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jimmy Bain, he makes his own rules. He's,
Jimmy, if you don't know Jimmy Bain, he's one of the great bass players.
Dio.
Rainbow. We know that right now Jimmy's having some difficult times in life, and our thoughts and prayers are with you, Jimmy. We know that substance abuse and alcoholism, it fucks with everybody in this industry one time or another. And let's call it what it is. Get better. We know you're trying, and we love you and we support you. And,
absolutely.
And you made me laugh that night. The guy had come and told you directly, you can't smoke on this stage, and you slightly looked over your eyelids, and looked at him and said, "Right, mate." And as soon as he turned around, he wasn't barely out of sight.
He lit it up.
You lit a cigarette up and dangled it out of the corner of your mouth in that bar for the entire set. And I thought that was the funniest damn thing I'd ever seen.
All right.
I was like, who the heck is this guy? He just gets smoked.
Jimmy Bain,
That's Jimmy Bain, man. So, Anyhow, we miss Harper's, and Harper's was, man, I just loved it. Well, we're getting ready to tighten up here. We're getting ready to end the show. Tell us every place that somebody can find your music.
Oh, wow.
Give me, you're on CD Baby.
www.stonebreed.com is our main website. Of course,
your
website.
You have a website?
We have a website.
I'm jealous. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, we are. Facebook.com. It's actually Facebook/official. Or Stonebreed Official.
Right,
so Facebook, Stonebreed Official. Of course, we're on Reverb Nation. We are on.
Can people get T-shirts?
RussianHookers.com. I think we got
Russian Hookers. You got 2 accounts there.
Yeah. If you Google us, luckily there's no other band called Stonebreed. There's no motorcycles called Stonebreed.
No.
If you punch in Stonebreed, all you will see is us.
December. You're at Paladinos in December.
December 28th, Paladinos. November 29th with UFO at the Key Club. And don't forget, Lita Ford the 17th coming up. And we're going to be doing the second annual cancer benefit, but it's kind of a hush-hush yet. Don't know exactly where. The date's supposed to be 12/12/12, and we don't know who the headliners are, so I can't really mention that. But we are doing the second annual.
But you'll come or you'll call in?
We'll be there.
You can come back.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I'll let you know. Yeah,
let us know all about it.
Absolutely, bro.
And we definitely want to be involved in that.
And that's Rob Sheriff. Rob Sheriff puts that on every.
Oh yeah. Rob was here not too long ago.
So Rob's the sheriff's our buddy.
Yeah, we appreciate having him in the studio with us. The last time that you guys were here in the studio, we had talked about doing some acoustic stuff.
Yes.
The next time,
promise,
we are going to have an acoustic guitar player here. Dave, his ribs hurt. You got to cut the guy a break. We got Lita coming up, for Christ's sakes. We need him
absolutely
in tip-top shape. And then it's not like he doesn't do nothing all day long as it is.
We don't do many acoustic shows. We actually do none. But one time our guitar player, Dave, says, hey, we got this gig. We're going to go play it, but it's acoustic. I'm like, okay, cool. Where? He goes, the Beverly Hills Country Club. I'm like, they're not going to let us in. We got long hair. So we did this benefit show at the Beverly Hills Country Club. We set up and we did acoustic songs, and there was probably not one person under the age of 60 years old in this place. And we were like, oh man, what are we gonna play? So we played a couple of our mellower songs. We played Bob Seger Turn the Page acoustically, and they loved us, man. And
absolutely.
We got a dog that was adopted by Peter Falk's wife, and we did our job, and it was a great time. And
Stonebreed can make you love them in any genre.
So even we'll bring some acoustics in, and we'll rehash up our old Beverly Hills Country Club.
Man,
set for you.
I so appreciate that. I got a couple things that I want to be sure that we talk about. Vic, Rainbow Vic, who was on a couple weeks ago, doing good, feeling all right. I don't know if you know Vic or not.
Yes.
Sister Rainbow. So I'm gonna be probably doing some benefit show with Vic in the near future. I'm guessing in December. Don't have any dates on that either. Just wanted to mention that we're going to be doing something together with Vic. And we've got Melissa's got a band at school. Our dear friend Melissa, she's in college at MI.
All right.
And she's got a friend in school. Go ahead and play the wrap-up thing.
Oh, nice.
And
our drummer went to MI.
She's got a band coming up in the near future. What's the name of that?
PDP.
PDP is going to be coming up. And we can't wait for that. I believe that's going to be next Sunday. I want to take the time again and thank Stonebreed and Carlos for coming in. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, brother.
Melissa is my engineer. I sure appreciate her coming in. My film crew, Jamie and Charlie, and the new guy. And our sponsors, of course, the trading company, Budweiser, Geico. We love that you're with us. And we so appreciate that. And again, to all of our veterans out there, we so appreciate you. It's Veterans Day. You shouldn't just be conscious today of our veterans. Be conscious every day. And if you see a man in uniform, walk up, man or woman in uniform, walk up, shake his hand, and tell him that you appreciate what he does for you and for us every single time you see one. This is Redbeard. This is LA Rocks. I will see you next week on the radio.